Hello, I am Wallas, the Polish toy guy. Thank you for tuning into my video. Today I'm going to show you how to transform Deluxe/Warrior class Starscream from Transformers Robots in Disguise, both from vehicle to robot mode and back. Now, please remember this is not a full review, just a video transformation guide. If you would like to hear my personal thoughts on this toy, let me know and I will prepare the review as a separate video. The complete Starscream is made of 3 elements: the main figure and 2 small blasters that in jet mode attach under his wings. To begin the jet to robot transformation, we first need to unplug the blasters from under the wings. They are attached via 5mm posts, so if you have other weapons with this size of the handle, you can weaponize Starscream with whatever you have from your other Transformers. Now we go back to the wing roots and we detach them, like so. It's easy, maybe even too easy, but then we go underneath and using these 2 small pegs that connect the arms, we separate these elements, as you can see, 1 and 2, and we swing out the arms. This will make our life much easier, like so. And now we can separate the legs from the wings, like so, using this double hinge, like so. And while we're at it, we can already snap down the front of the jet nose, like so, using this double hinge, and we flip it down and we thread it through this gap between the main body and the wings, like so, and we straighten it out. And now we can take this closer to the head, but we will keep it like this for the moment. Now we separate the arms and chest pieces from the legs. As you can see, there's a slot where they go, so we have to detach them, and they are connected via this small hook over here that goes into the leg. So we have to rip them apart, like so, and like so. And now we can swing up the whole assembly, like so. It will clip again into position, like so, a soft click. And now we can pull down the feet. This will allow us to swing the thighs from under the calves, like so. And as you will see in a second, they clip in on this little hinge. There's this peg for the hinge. So now we straighten it out, and when we do it, the knees will clip on to another peg, like so. So we push it, like so. And now we can separate the legs using these 2 clips. And now we can spin the forearms 45 degrees forward and flip out the hands from underneath and pull it down. And we do the same on the other side, like so. And now the final piece of the transformation, we have to move the wing base so that it will go over this part of the canopy. As you can see, there's even a special cutout for that. So we do it, it goes on, and now we do whatever we want with the wings. I prefer this kind of look, and with that done, robot mode of Starscream is now complete. And we can also decorate Starscream's robot mode with his guns, and we have 3 places where they can go here. The most obvious is the forearm attachment that we've seen already. We can also use hands as handheld weapons, but if we don't want to have the guns on display, we can simply attach them to the back of the wings, like so, and that way they will be barely visible and can be summoned at a later notice when we actually need them. And now it's time to begin the transformation from robot to jet mode. And we started off by removing Starscream's guns from the default position. Now we can flip up the wings so they are not disturbing us. And now let's flip outwards the arms for the same reason. And as you can see, the chest pieces are already detaching, so we can unclip them while we're at it, why not? And now we go to the legs, we connect them together using these two hooks, like so. And now we disconnect the thighs and the knees from the connection point, which is over here. As you can see, there's a slot in the front of the knees that goes into this peg. And now we use a second hinge that's slightly lower to collapse the thighs into the calves, like so. The goal is to have the knee guards at the sides of Starscream's pants, like so, and that these hinges vanish inside the leg, like so. Now that that's done, we can flip up or down, depending on your perspective, the feet so that they cover the knee hinges, like so. Now we can lower the chest pieces with the arms so that their edges slot into this cutout. And as you can see, there's a clip point, and here is the hook that goes into it. So we first align it, like so, and now we push the hook into its point, like so, and we do this on the other side as well, like so. And now we can flip down the wing base from over the canopy, like so, yes. And that will allow us to actually lower it down and flip out the front of the jet using this double hinge that's inside, like so. And now we spin it around so that it covers the head, and we use this hinge to actually collapse everything together. And as you can see, we have small hooks that will go into small cutouts over here. This will secure the jet nose into place. And now we can go back to the wings and we can flip them down so that again they are out of the way, and we do it so that this whole cutout will wrap around the legs. As you can see, there are small pegs that will go into these small holes, and it's an easy fit. It's very hard to miss this connection. And now we can work on the arms, so we flip down the hands so that they end up under the forearm, like so. And now we spin them 45 degrees so that they match the shoulder guards, and so that these hollow parts are aiming towards this. This is actually a two-piece connection point, so we take the arm and aim everything so that this peg goes into this lower hole and this smaller peg goes into this thing right under the elbow. So we align everything and we push it together, and we do the same on the other side. We align and push in. Excellent. And now the final touch is to swing forward the wings so that the roots and the sort of hooks go into this smaller cutout in the leg, like so and like so. And the final piece is to get our guns and attach them back to the jet mode weapon points, like so and like so. And with that done, Starscream's jet mode is complete. And that's all for this transformation guide. I hope it was useful to you. Please remember, if you would like to see a full review of this toy, let me know in the comment section. If you would like to see a review or transformation guide for another toy, let me know as well, and I will see what can be done. Thank you for watching this video. I will be back with the next one soon. And until then, stay well.